I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of overwhelmed by all of the 1/6 scale projects that I'm working on, and I never finish everything, and I move on. But I did just finish one project. I just like to expand it. I want to show you. Today's video is going to be about some jewelry, so I think we are going to put together some simple jewelry, or I'll show you my collection, because I'm rediscovering a lot of things that I've made in the past, and I want to make more of it. And I've also got some fixtures, some new fixtures that I want to show you and tell you what's happening, or new and old, that I've, created and put different things together. But yes, jewelry and doll clothing and accessory storage, I guess, is what this video is going to be like. Everything, if I didn't say this already, is coming together cohesively, so I really like that. But let's get this bulk out of my way so we can put together some and look at some new jewelry that I picked up. So some of this is a haul in the fact that this is a new clothing rack stand. This is an old rack that I discovered that I couldn't bring myself to declutter, and it's a good thing because it just fits in so perfectly. This table that I recently made, I can't get over this shelving unit. Yeah, I don't know. The Barbie basic clothes, first and foremost, they're the best thing that ever happened to me. You can see this is like some kind of tiny little candle or plant stand, and I couldn't figure out what I would use it for, because it's like the perfect, exactly the thing that I was looking for as a garment rack, but it didn't have any crossbars. But I don't know why I didn't think about, why don't I just hang 3 pieces on it like this, which is a pretty awesome use of this thing. So it's kind of like a room divider, or there's so many possibilities. I can use it to hang like macrame plants on it in the future or something like that. But this is a pretty sweet piece that I found, and it fits right into my 1/6 scale world that I love so much. Alright, and next is, I guess, we're going to get back, the jewelry we're going to get to, especially necklaces, we're going to focus on a lot today. This piece, I keep putting this off. This is the cupboard and closet that I keep making. So in a kitchen, I flip it on its side. I don't know how to explain this evenly, but perfectly. But I want to cut out pieces of wood trim that make drawers, individual drawers on each of these boxes that are pulled out, that can be pulled out, and also I can put more of them into these other cubby holes, so make it like closed storage or open storage. And if I flip it on its side, here I'll show you with. And those gemstones that I have in the jars. I've done many videos. You're gonna have to go back and look at other videos on that, but I love how they look, especially this one, because these are all the translucent ones that I own. I also have they only had half shelves, and I haven't glued them in yet, but I've cut sticks and I've put them into the spaces that are in here, and I need to glue those down too, so that I can fold clothes and put them on these shelves. And then, if you can picture it, this can be upper cabinetry or lower cabinetry if you put it on its side. And when I put on the 2 drawers, they become cupboards. So that's going to be really cool. And the same is with this kind of dressing table. It will be in the closet, and I have 2 of these that can be joined together, but then it can be also cabinetry when I put the wooden, when I need to build wood here in, I don't know how to, like this, exactly like this. So I need to make little doors on these that turn into drawers, or they're doors depending on how I have them. So it's going to be like an island in the kitchen, and then in the dressing room, it's going to be like a dressing table, kind of like what we're using here today. And this is my proudest moment, and we're going to get back to this in a bit. These are all things that I had. All of this stuff came from the Dollarama, every single thing. So the bracelets in my last video, I think it was the last video, we looked at my belt collection, but I wanted to organize them. So I took some existing things that I had, which, let me show you. And I made these belt stands for the closet. Or, I don't know. I don't know if I should build a full closet or just make standalone furniture like this. I do like when I have modular pieces that can be like those two cupboards that I can use them for different purposes, and I can switch them up depending on what I want to do. So this is an instant of how that happened. I mean, this is from the Dollar Tree. This box that I'm sticking it on right now, that's my solution. Kind of turn of the century industrial is kind of my jam, and that's what I like to do, make it look old, antique-y, and cool. And I love my belt. I'm really appreciating my belt collection so much. So let me show you. These are the things that I used. So these, I needed some kind. Okay, no. I'll start with the boxes. So I have these nested boxes. I also did a video, I guess it wasn't recently, but not too long ago, this year, about decluttering. I really went through all of the stuff, and I decided to get rid of all of the bamboo things and just keep like the stuff that was pine or warm wood like this instead of the bamboo. But there were these boxes. That's just because they nested so well, and I kind of liked this pattern, even though it's more mid-century modern or Scandinavian modern today, and I don't really like it. And so I came up with all kinds of things. I tried a white piece of paper, and for some reason, I don't know, white paper it looked really cheap. So then I thought of putting cardstock. I really like textured watercolor paper, and I thought about putting that in there, and I said no. And then I remembered all of these things that I bought, and this was a huge bag. I don't know, it was like 10 or 14 of these cloths, but this is look, my curtains and my bedspread and everything I have is made out of like natural cotton, just like this, and this is what I like. So when I saw this bag of rags, like I can use it as like curtains or bedspreads or so purpose, but because I have so many of them, I can't possibly have this many curtains. And so I decided like I needed some scrap jute, or not jute, but scrap muslin. So I thought that would be the perfect option. And plus, when I was trying to put cards in these look so good because the board was actually papered before the box was made, so it's like a seamless edge, and no matter how I would try to put a card in here, the boxes aren't perfect, so you could tell that I was inserting a card, but with the plushness of a piece covering the card and a piece of fabric, it goes right up to the edge. It looks so cozy. It actually, like, this could be a real jewelry case for displaying your bracelets. So what I did was I took these existing boxes. I got some eye screws. Guess that's what they're called. And I put them into the top of here. Now I have 4 sets of these nesting boxes. So I'm gonna do it for the other 2 as well, because guess what? I did it twice. Where's the other one? And then we got people doing yard work again outside. Oh, here's the other one. Here's the other one nesting in. And this is the video that I really am excited about making, is because, I don't know, I think in one video I'm going to sit down with you and we're going to, I'm just going to take my time, and I may as well do it while I'm recording a video. So I want to make all of those even. See how they're all different sizes? Because I was experimenting, and maybe the dress that I was putting them over when I was making these, I explained this more in the other video. Anyway, these are bracelets that I had to cut down to make them work as belts. So you can see that's an example of one of, or 2 of the girls wearing some of these bracelet belts that I like so much, that we talked about in the last video. But I want to fix all of these and make them all the same size. So I think that this, like for example, this star one, and then I have other ones that I want to put in here. So I want to make this heart one, which is still, so this is an example. See how much longer those leather straps are than this one? And with the rest of these boxes, here's the other thing. So that is one project. One day, I guess I'm gonna do a video dedicated to. I'm just gonna sit down and we're gonna transform this belt into a or this bracelet into a belt. Now here's the thing, I would like to do these live. I used to be able to do live videos all the time, but this channel doesn't have enough viewers, so I guess I can't really do a live. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to record it. Maybe I'll actually pause the recording in between harder steps, and I will make, that's what I'm going to do, and I guess I'll make an outfit based on that belt. Anyway, I'll probably replace some of these. I have so many of these that I have more than, there's 5 here, and 5 here. I have more than 20, and I'm noticing that I love them all. So I think I might actually put I might actually put 5 hooks on the back of this too, and have extra ones back here. Or maybe this is, it might be a smaller area. Maybe I'll make a 4 back here, and that actually will be the amount that I can have. So these bracelets were from the Dollarama. They only cost $1.50 each. That's pretty nice for this metal jewelry belt. It's cool. Everything's so cool. Okay, so one other piece of furniture that I bought, and I have other things that I hauled. Oh, and here's the cardstock that I bought. I love watercolor paper. I love the texture. So but this was the cheapest way for me to find cardstock that I could cut to these things. Oh yeah, and that's also what I wanted to tell you. So now I have these other boxes, and I think what's going to happen with this is I don't want to put any attachments in here, but I do want to line the backs with the cloth because I really like how that looks, and it looks really, it's like tapestry on my walls or for the display. And I want to I think I want to make like shelving for the medium one because it's not wide enough to hang clothes in, and then I think I want to put a hook, a rod across here, but I think I need to make it so it's inserted so that I can still nest these boxes. I think that's very important to me, so I'm going to come up with some kind of solution where, I don't know, a tension rod, or I'm going to build up this wooden frame that holds the rod that goes across. I'll have to figure it out, or maybe I won't. Maybe, I don't know, I don't know. I really can't get over how much these nest so well, and I kind of like how this finished product looks. And there, so yes, I'm not sure about that, and I have 4 sets of those that I got from the Dollarama in Canada, cloth from the Dollarama in Canada, covered, cloth covered cards that I got from the Dollarama, and the bracelets. Oh, guess what, the eye hooks though, I did not get, unfortunately. I had to get those on Amazon, and I had to order a few times, getting the right size and the right strength and the right color. I initially wanted to get black metal, like I have so much black metal things. For instance, let's see here, oh yeah. Here's an example of some of the things, and this is a good segue into this unit. I think I showed this. I got my new miter shears that I've had for quite a while now, and I still haven't used them. I used to have to do this by eye and by hand to cut the miter joints. This is to make my drawers. My drawers in my cupboards, or my faux drawers and cupboards. Okay, let's get rid of that, yeah. Okay. So some of the things, oh, and I was going to bring that over. This is something that I bought that was supposed to help me hang the jewelry and things, but I ended up not using them. And also, at the Dollar Tree, I actually found real-life ones. I have so many S-hooks, and I use them all the time for hanging different things, like even rods for like my own clothing racks and stuff like that. So do I have an example of any S-hooks hanging around here? No, but I did just find some black wrought iron ones. I usually only find them in silver, and now I have some really nice ones that I like, and I have matching ones yet. I still haven't used these anywhere. And then these are this was the O screws that I fell on. Like it was, I could have bought $11 ones with, yeah, this was like $7, and I get so many, so it was better. Even though I do break some of them, you got to drill big enough holes. What else is this? This was probably another option that I tried. This I'm returning because it did not work at all. I even forget what it was. Oh, it was black ones, but they were so small. And then I thought, because the boxes are golden. Oh no, did I put everything away? Because the boxes are golden, and most of the jewelry is golden too. I am going to do a silver jewelry collection. I guess we'll do that in another video together too. But because the jewelry's golden and the wood is golden, I thought, yeah, why even make those things stand out? Look, you can't even notice that they're there because the clasps on the bracelets. And I love, because of my clumsiness, that I do clasp them onto the little O-rings that are turned sideways, so that, I mean, I'm so proud of those belt displays. I love them. And it makes me just want to make more and proudly display my belts. I don't know how I will join these and put them in a closet. I don't know. That part I haven't gotten to yet, but I mean, like I said, just making freestanding furniture using the things I have is pretty cool on its own. If I had another box set up as another part of the closet, I could just bump the things up against each other and it would look really good. Okay. All right. Okay. Actually, maybe I would have use for those, because I mean, I love the black metal look and the gold metal look, which brings us maybe to, yeah, this kind of does bring us to this current piece of furniture, which it comes in and out of my mind as maybe this piece of wood is too thick, maybe it doesn't seem to pull me out of the 1/6 scale. But what I've been looking is for jewelry trees so badly that could be like rolling racks, and ideally it would be gold metal or black metal, because that's what I like the most. These Amazon hangers, I was on the search for finding the perfect hanger for so long, trying to make my own hangers and all kinds of things, but I did order these off of Amazon, and they turned out to be pretty cool. But this, I kind of transformed this rack. So this was before I decided to just, I can't find what I'm looking for, so I decided to make it with the things that I had, and it turned out better. But this is supposed to be, if you can see all those holes on here? So it came unassembled and with all of these hooks, and this is what I was going to take. I actually ordered 2 of these. I don't know if I'm even going to keep this one yet. But I want it, you're supposed to hang all of these across, and then you'd have like 12 little hooks to hang all of the bracelets on, and that's how I was going to do it. But then I thought, why don't I put different hooks, like teacup hooks, on here so that I can hold a dowel. And then this is all temporary. I don't know if I like it was just the way that they had the dowels in, and I only had short ones, which I bought this pack from the Dollarama, knowing that it had all kinds of different sizes. It was cheaper than, even though it was $5, there's just so many different sized dowels in here for 1/6 scale. So I bought this instead of buying a collection of dowels, because I knew that I'd have variants and I'd be able to use them. So that's what I cut off these. I don't know what they are. They're industrial cotton swabs, which also could work for when I need to use acetone on a doll face. But that's what happened here. I don't like that these are silver. They were just this is just what I had at the time. Oh, here's an example of me hanging some of the, this one doesn't hang on a hanger, so I didn't know how to hang it. So I thought that's what these little S hooks are for. So then I could just hang that one shirt on there like this. This looks so funny. I talk about this all the time. Gravity is different in 1/6 scale than it is in the real world. This, however, does look like, if you go to a fashion show backstage, or a couture fashion show, this is more like what the racks look like, because they have all of these avant-garde things that don't really fit on fashion. So that's kind of what this shelf looks like. But I guess this is kind of avant-garde fashion, and maybe some of these Barbie basic pieces that are more of a flowy real garment, they kind of do hang closer to what a real piece of clothing, but it's bulky. 1/6 scale clothing does not hang as well as you want it to. So anyway, this needs more adjustments. This is not what it was supposed to be made for. Maybe you can see a little bit better what I did. I put in 4 S-hooks, and then because the dowels, I didn't have one dowel that could go all the way across, because none of these were long enough. These were kind of short, so I had to put 2, and then I just capped them off with these. I don't really like how that looks. It's adding to the bulkiness, but I think that this could be useful. So I might not. I definitely am not going to keep both of them, but I guess I will keep one. Maybe I would like them better with their golden hooks in them. I mean, this could have worked to balance the dowels on top, but it was more secure and for me knocking things over and stuff. So I actually don't know how I feel about this. This is kind of thick. This top rail is kind of thick, but it also isn't. Like, I mean, I'm very particular about if something will pull you out of the 1/6 scale, but it kind of looks like an industrial garment rack. And if I get the right rod, maybe a black metal rod and black metal hooks, it's a shame that, and then I fill in the holes back here, because even though you can't see them, look, you really can't see them, it kind of bothers me. So I got to think about this. I'm not sure about that yet. So we'll just push that out of the way, and we'll finally get to the jewelry. So, like I said, I keep finding, no, I don't know if I did say that. I showed you my collection of stuff the last time, and I had these like boxes full of extra beads and things that I pulled off of the bracelets as I was making them. And I keep finding like little different kinds of items that I made. And then I have this collection of newer ones that I really want to try. So that's what we're going to do today, even though this video, I should have made 2 videos. This should be just the haul, but because I don't make enough videos, and we're going to have to do it. I think Barbie here, Millie head, is going to have to be the model, because I don't want to take these things off. But this diamond necklace was a pretty sweet find. A lot of you are going to be able to deal with this better than I can, because you might have the new Barbie Basics bodies and heads. I like to use these WWE bodies. I like them so much better. So, yeah, I can't take her head off in the same way that I would be able to if she was on a body, but I can take Millie's head off because of how I made this doll head fit onto this body. So that's what's going to happen for some of these necklaces, but I do have this larger one. So this necklace was like, oh, and her bracelets. So this is kind of like the perfect set. So it was, I bought lots of these bracelets, which, where's an example of one? Oh wait, I even have one that's unopened. Oh, this is the perfect way to start. So this is the bracelet that I bought at the dollar store. I can't believe it was only $1.50. It was a long time ago, and I bought quite a few of them, and I bought extra ones of these because I knew that I could take all of these apart, and I could take this apart. Normally what I do when I make these belts is that I take off all of this extra stuff and just put the clasp here, and I put the chain here, and then we end up with this belt with a cool hanging chain that has a clasp, and I love it. And I just think it looks so good. But then I can also take one apart, and then I can use the chain separately, and then I guess I just joined it with one of the O-rings that was attached, and then it made a long necklace. Of course, I probably could take it apart and make it shorter if I wanted to, but I didn't want to mess with it. It's just as it is. And then I used those hoops as bracelets. And what I had to do to get this bracelet on her hand is I just held her hand in front of a space heater until it got really gummy, and then I pushed the bracelets on. Before, I used to cut the, well, I accidentally broke it by pulling this off, but I would cut the joint, and then you could put the hand back on, but I don't like that I did that. I don't think I ever did it on purpose, to tell you the truth. I think I broke it by I don't know what I was trying to force or something. Nonetheless, this is so much better, and I like that I can put the bracelets on her, and I love that the necklace and the belt and the bracelets match, so that's really cool. And then there was me trying to make this extra earring piece work, and then every once in a while, I don't know about standard Barbie hands, but some of these little O-rings can work as rings on the finger, but I don't know if Barbie has fingers like that, so I don't know if that's useful for you. And that's me trying to figure out how to make this special earring work, which I don't know if to make this a bracelet or what, but I kind of, that's kind of cool goth kind of thing that we're going to figure out. We're going to make one of those now. But let's actually see what I have here on the table that we can try on her. So I think the only necklace that I have here is this one. So this is one that I tried with a clasp, and I think that this was just an extra one of these security chains that I put this charm on that I had from another piece of jewelry. Oh, this is going to be really hard for me to do. But you have to worry about the bulkiness of the clasp. So I don't really like to use the clasp because I've noticed that it weighs it down. So this wasn't a problem until they released these Play-Doh Barbie heads, which I think I like even more than these color reveal heads, even though this Millie is such a pretty Millie. But this is, yeah, so it can kind of work. I guess the clasp is a good thing. I don't know how realistic. I mean, it is kind of realistic. It's just a very large clasp on her necklace. It can mess around with the weight. It obviously still works. It helps that this isn't like loose on the chain. It's attached to the middle, so the weight of this is keeping this centered on the back of the neck. So I mean, that's a pretty good necklace that's useful for any doll head that doesn't have to come off. And then we have all these ones. Before I open, I'm so excited here. So you know not to go away. I've got these toe rings, which I don't know if they're going to be big enough. This one's going to look amazing, but I bought them in silver and in gold, and hopefully they are big enough to fit as chokers around the neck. I don't know if they're elastic. They must be elastic for them to be on toes. And then this is an example of this special earring that I found at the dollar store. It was $3. That's quite a purchase for this. But this is where this chain and bracelet came from. But the real reason I got it was for this. So it was just me detaching the chain from here. So I just bought it in silver, even though I'm not liking my silver stuff recently. And then here's another example of this is more silver, but it looks like it shows as diamonds. So this was a 2 pairs of earrings that I found. Oh my goodness, and I paid $4 for that. Kind of expensive. I mean, it was me wasting money. But this is a lot of necklaces, and all I have to do is just separate this. So we're going to do that in this video. This is really easy to separate, and then we have all of these necklaces that we're going to try on. And then the last one is these rings that I noticed had a weird shape to them. So I was let's start with those. Even though I said I was going to start with these. The bad part is we have to take Millie's head off. But, okay. That's probably the best way. I've done many videos on putting color reveal heads on regular Barbie bodies. I think I better take away the scrunchy shrug, which I also talked about in many videos. But let's start with these. I hope that these work. I chose them because of the angle of the ring, and it would look like it would peak perfectly for this. It would peak perfectly for a necklace. So let's see if my hypothesis is correct and that the ring isn't too small or anything. And then I'll show you. I guess I don't have to put her head back on. She's going to be headless in this video. Let's go ahead and try one of these first, one that's already made. So this, for an example, I took all of the extra pieces that came on the bracelet, so like all of her extra pieces from here. I had these leftover pieces, and then we got ourselves this really glamorous Wilma Flintstone necklace, which just looks like that's amazing. So I have that in 2 colors. We'll come back to some more of that stuff in a second. So I loved how, that's perfect for her matching 80s belt. I didn't even realize. That is so cool. Oh, that's incredible. What an incredible... I mean, these are the same company, I guess, kind of. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. All right, scissors. Will these cat collar, dog collar rings work? So they're just rings with a little bend in them. And I knew... yeah, I knew that they were going to be absolutely perfect. Look how good that looks. I mean, it sets a little bit awkwardly. Oh my goodness, do I have to put her head on each time? I'm not going to. I was very correct. It's like a cat collar glamorous necklace. I think I'll have to take her off the stand too, or maybe I don't. Just so we go. No. I can't keep her straight here. I'll bend her knees. It looks so good. Look at the sparkling. Oh man, I was not wrong about that one. I should have heated up her face. She looks better when her lipstick isn't activated. I'm heating up her mouth without my hand. Actually, I think that the lipstick actually probably looks better on camera. Her makeup usually looks better on camera. All right, even in dolls. All right, so that, I was not wrong. That was not a mistake. So here's a little hint for you. If you're at Claire's or anything and you see a necklace with a little bend in it, it's gonna make a fantastic, look how this it looks like. I always get so like, I can't believe it looks so integrity to have all of this glamorous jewelry on. All right, turning real jewelry into, and then this one, I don't know what this is gonna look like. Kind of Egyptian-y, I'm thinking. Oh yeah, it looks fantastic. What a lucky thing to stumble upon. And don't say that you're sad that you don't have Dollaramas in Canada, because I mean these ones aren't from Dollarama, these are from Wow What a Deal. You just gotta look at Claire's and just think about, I don't know, what do they like? Probably a normal ring would look really nice as a choker too, but I knew that the point, because you couldn't really control the width of it and I didn't really know what was going to fit around the neck, so I knew that a little divot in a ring would translate really good. I have to put her head on again because of her white hair. That little bit of white detail is going to look so good on her. I mean, that is, it's Egyptian regal. Let's change her belt now because of that. Right, even though just so I can change your belt. Oh, this would be the opportunity for me to make the heart belt. I don't even like hearts. but I love this white enamel. I think that would look really nice. It's a big heart. That's going to be such a nice belt. That's cool. What can I also put onto the belt? Should I put on one of my other belts? Here, let's do that. Should I put on one of my silver belts? I also want to go through all of my belts and align them properly in the same way that I said that I want to shrink all of those leather pieces to all match the same size. So put them on the smaller end, like the white elephant and the red lips. I think I want them all to match that size. So there's a consistency to them. I could put on that infinity one, but I probably should use one of these that I'm not using. I've got some silver. Anyway, yes. So I want to go through these and switch the and switch the clasps in other directions and stuff. Because one of them, the clasp is going in the opposite direction. So I want to put the hook on. I just want them all to be the best they can be, and then I want to swap out. Just swap out different pieces and make all of these belts the best that they can be. Here, I'm not going to put a silver one on her, even though we are going to. You know what? I'll put a silver one on her. Here's one. This is an example. This is me outside my comfort zone. So this one was just this really long choker that wasn't even from the Dollarama. It was from another store. But I saw the potential of being able to cut it and be able to refasten the thing. So that's what I did. Let's put this on, and then we'll put on the silver jewelry. I might want to try these on too. So those are silver based as well. So we'll just see. But this might not look good with, I don't know, we're mixing metals. I'm so not into silver recently. It's funny how the different metals, I think it's not that funny. I think that happens. It has to do with trends and what we like. I just like warm, rich stuff. I don't know if that's going to ever go anywhere. So I don't know if I don't know. I don't know how well this belt is going to fit on here. I don't know. Oh, there I did it. I love these little extra, I don't know if the protection chains or what they are, but I love keeping those on and letting them hang. And this is such a glamorous belt. Yeah, I like that one a lot too. So good. I wish I had more black dresses. I guess I have to get the Barbie basics, just the ones that came in boxes, just so that I can have their dresses, because I don't have a really nice LBD. There's this one, but it's made out of cheap material. It was a WWE dress. If you haven't watched some of my other videos. Anyway, I hope that the video shows those things sparkling. That's what's so fun about using this costume jewelry. Okay, so here we go. Let's try on, and maybe I won't put her head back on anymore. We don't need to do it. The dress is translating really well, and we'll dive into these toe rings that I found at a store in Canada called Wow What a Deal, and it's just another dollar store. And the one that I'm most excited about, even though it's not the silver based one, let's see. Okay, so these are on an elastic band, so I could make these myself with any of the extra beads that I have. And I mean, this one's so nice. It looks so glamorous. I guess the beads were so nice. So it's a tight fit. So it is a choker. I guess we have to try this. So that's kind of disappointing, but also maybe not. Maybe because I got two of those that I am a little upset that it is so tight, but it's still gonna look good. But because I have two of these, I might actually, because this is my favorite beads, I might actually get another string and put all of these beads from both sets on there. You can see how that looks. So, I mean, it does look fine as a choker. I would just like to have it a little looser. So we'll see what happens there. Maybe that'll be an upcoming video. It's not a complete disappointment. And then there's this one. Okay, this one might not fit. It's made in the same way as, it has the same kind of connections as her belt. That's the same as this. This kind of chain where it's this weird inset clasp. But this one, they've got a little bit of elastic to it. But the best part about this is diamonds. I don't think it's, oh, it's a bit loose. Oh, it's perfect. Oh wow. Oh no. I don't know. The black one was tight. This one goes all the way down to the bottom of the neck. Let me bend her knees again. I guess it kind of, wow. It's a really expensive diamond necklace. There's no elastic either. I could see the elastic join in this one. And this one has no joinage. So again, you can't get this over a doll's head. So only good for a doll that you can put on and off her head, which I guess I'm going to do here. It's a beautiful necklace. It looks so expensive. It's real diamonds, and they're so tiny that they look like legit. Like she's not trying to prove anything. It's not even costume jewelry because it's perfection. And then let's see this silver ball one. This one is on an elastic, but I can't see the clasp. Oh, there. That's where the thing is tied. Let's see if we get a little more leeway on that one. So that one, again, as a choker, it's fine. Maybe a little bit looser. Maybe I want to mix. No, it's fine. It's totally fine. If I want another pearly ball necklace that's different than this, I can have it. Okay, so those are fantastic win-win-wins. Did I put her head back on with this one? Yeah. This one's the tightest one. So that's kind of that's kind of the perfect scenario. Oh, here's something that's not new today, but let's take a little segue to this. So I have these earrings, and how I saw these earrings is that we've got, when I saw this earring, I saw it as, can that be a necklace? All I have to do is remove this ball part, the earring part, and then we've got this choker with this little black gem on it. So I'm going to make that right now just by, what was I thinking? I don't have my jewelry. I don't have my pliers ready. Okay, so, but they're not too far away. So I'm going to take off that earring thing, the earring bit, and I mean, earrings, it's a whole other story. I have this huge collection of earrings that I bought. Always looked for ones with low profiles where you didn't want any kind of, like for this one you can see that it kind of gets thicker. You want to find ones that don't get thicker. And I put some holes in some dolls' ears, and lots of people said, I can't believe you could do that. That you did that. That's so unlike you. And sometimes it did stain some of the doll's ears that I did do it to. And I don't know. It was a mistake. I'll never do it again. I do love Barbie earrings. I love those big holes in the ears. Like with the Barbie basics, they do have those big holes. Okay, so I'm going to pry this apart. I'm going to take off just the hoop earring piece. So it was just, I saw that it was made in the perfect way for me to turn it into a necklace, but is it? Is this hoop going to be too long? I can use this as a pendant on a different necklace if it is a little too big. But see, now we are left with just this thing, and let's check out how that looks. And it looks way better. The way that it's falling forward, and oh man, it looks so good. Oh wait, do I have to put her head on again? I'm gonna put her head on again. So we're all over in the place. This was an old earring that I had. I bought it for this. I don't think I've ever, no. I think I wanted them as earrings, but it is, what an amazing necklace. This is incredible dollar store jewelry that is just making the dolls look like they're rich. Okay, up next, since we went off on a tangent and got some gold in here, but I still have lots of silver things that I can deal with. So let's see what's happening with these earrings, which I looked closely at them before I bought them, and I saw that there was a join here. You know what? I might have even tested this. I wonder. Am I going to be careful with these? Do I want to save these as like tombstone earrings? They're kind of a tombstone shape, which is kind of interesting. Let me just bend them. Uh-oh, maybe they're welded. Oh, they were welded. They actually were attached, even though there was a join there. I only have to destroy one of them. I mean, I'm never going to use those. Am I going to wear that earring myself? And then we're left with let me see. They're similar to this choker that we had, but this choker is stretchy, and these are not stretchy. They're basically the same thing. The difference is this is a long necklace, and then it comes with two are the same size. I mean, doubling them up can also, oh wow, it looks automatically fantastic. And then one is a different size. So, I mean, her neckline might compete with it. I mean, that looks good. You saw that two of them the same size look good. This definitely looks good with two of the different size. And then if we just have the long one, it might not look good with this neckline. Or it might look too good with this neckline because it's the exact same size. Yeah, this was also not a mistake, even though that cost $4. Maybe I should sell these on Etsy. I should pretend that I make this jewelry and just sell it. How much? Diamond necklace for Barbie Basics. It has to be for Barbie Basics because you have to be able to move the head easily. But so good. Wow, that. Look how expensive she looks. She's rich. She's glamorous. Does her head go back on? It doesn't go back on. Is there anything else silver that I can do before we jump into anything else? Silver. No, we've done all the silver jewelry. These. What's your favorite? Make sure that you leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite is. This stuff is all amazing. All right, this is kind of silver. So let's just put on one of these. I talked about these. I guess I won't get into that very often. But here, oh no. I know that that's really loud. Somebody's leaf blowing. It's raining. How can they be leaf blowing in the rain? I need to start leaf blowing. Should I go close the window? No, we're almost done here. Are we? Are we really? Yeah, I just have one other thing to open. Oh no, I didn't do. Oh, oops. Okay, so we're gonna make this one now too. The $3 bracelet, which does have potential. We'll talk about this potential here. So it's the same one as she has on right now, and you can see what their plan was for it. You put this at the top part of your ear to make it look like that you have all of this pierced ear. And then we have this hoop earring, which definitely has potential. In my last video, when I opened the gold one, I showed you how I connected it in a different way. We won't do that today. Oh, it's stuck. Okay. It's stuck. I mean, do I take this one off her? No, I guess she puts on. She's gonna be mixing her metals. So we're gonna put that on there, and then I have that hanging, which is kind of cool. I guess we're not gonna finish making it. And then I really like kind of putting the hoop up here on her upper elbow area, and then having the chain hang down. But I'm definitely going to remove this chain, and then plus, when I remove the chain, I can make this tiny little chain necklace that looks like just a delicate chain necklace, or it can be something to put a pendant on because it's a thinner one, and then I have all of these pendants, which I should probably show you. For example, there's this one, which is amazing. Just all you gotta do, it's already, the diamond already has the hole in it. I think I did use this before in past videos where I put it on a necklace quite similar to this one. So I just had it on something like that. So maybe I'll use the other one of these from the other earring that I have and put that on, because we know that that fits perfectly, and just the way that the hoop size and everything on the neck, and the way that it pulls it forward, and yeah, it's incredible. So I bet that diamond would look really nice in the same way. So we'll probably do that. Wow, that's really loud. I like having my windows open though, I'm sorry. Alright, so there's that, and then I showed the blue one, and then there's the pink one, like this. I showed both of those, I guess. Those are cool. And then I got this pearl necklace. So this was just another probably end chain from a safety clasp or something. And I just put the pearl on the end. And then that looks like that, which, whoa, has potential. And then here is, and here's one of the other, just the safety clasp with the end of the safety clasp. All of the safety clasps have these balls at the end. That's why I don't like to cut them off, because it's a really cool detail to have those things. So this must be the same as this kind. And then I just use that chain and just use it as a pendant. How does this look? Gotta make sure that you join your links together properly. That's something that I want to go through. So yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine too. Maybe these links aren't put together. But that's just another. Like, I mean, she has way too many nice pieces of jewelry now. Anything else I didn't show you here? No. Oh, there's this ball. Ball chain. That's kind of cool. And then I guess that's, I see how that's on. We put the loop, we put the ball chain. Anyway, it's joined like that. And how is that gonna look? I mean, these all pretty much look the same, don't they? How many necklaces does one girl need? I don't know. It is way too much. I definitely don't have to get any more. This is what kind of triggered this video, is because I did keep looking at the dollar store jewelry and seeing other potentials, and I'm thinking, maybe you already have that. Like, here's another example. I think this was just leftover ends of bracelets like this again. I think that's what happened here. And so I just... The what? Okay, and so I just joined them together, and then we got ourselves this big, chunky, glamorous glass necklace. Which, come on. Okay, and what else? What else is happening? Okay, we have all right. If I didn't lose you here, let's put her all in gold now. So I'm gonna take this off. And what I've decided to do, this is nicer, even though it doesn't come from my regular collection. I'm going to make a silver collection, so there's a lot of, that'll have to be a dedicated video where I make a silver selection, because there are some really nice silver ones. This one I want to change those chains. I don't like those on, but that belt looks really nice. Doubled up glass belt, glass beaded belt. but I just don't like those connection pieces, so I'm going to find another chain to replace those with. I don't think they're the original pieces that came with this bracelet, but maybe if they are, maybe I can talk myself into keeping them, but I don't really like it. This is my favorite. See the black circle and the diamonds, the one with the black circle and the diamonds on it? That's my favorite belt. It just looks, it looks mod, it looks so good. So I have it in silver too, and I noticed that I have other beads for it, and to make it fit properly and to make it clasp properly, I have to rearrange the circles, and I really like that one. So that's one of the silver ones that I love the most. And then this is another silver one. So I guess I can have a collection of 5 silver ones that I will put on the, so there'll be a silver section. This one, we put that one on in the last video. It's just super gothic. I think I have a necklace from the leftover pieces of that too, that works really well, but we'll have to maybe fix that necklace. So that's all. And then there's these hanging ones. This is also one of my favorite. This one was featured in the last video, but now that I look at it, I think the clasp is in the wrong direction, and I want to clasp it in a different way, like that the end of the belt doesn't have anything to clasp the clasp to, or an extra piece, so I want to rearrange the links in that as well. So these are the different things that I want to fix up. Oh, this is such a nice belt. Can I put this one on? Can I put this one on this video? I call it the Shakira belt with the layers, and it's got the dangly. I put it on in the last video, but the black beads, do they match those ones? They kind of match. They're kind of the same pieces, even though I bought these years apart and from 2 different stores. I mean, it wouldn't be. I mean, no. I can't. No, I can't. I can't tell if they're the same or different, but they certainly match. I mean, is it okay to make your jewelry? I guess it is okay to make your jewelry match, especially in doll worlds. And the rest of these I talked about and showed. I do want to ship them. I really want to make this elephant belt, which is full size right now, so I have to cut down the leather on that too, and then have all those, I don't know how to describe these, leather 80s belts. I love this collection as much as I love my gold collection and soon to be silver collection. So lots of belts for us to be putting on. Which one am I going to put on now? This kind of reads as gold, even though the buckle on it is so big. See, this is an example of mixed metals that actually work. But I'm going to try on these golden necklaces, even though they're everything you've already seen in this video. So, but let's just end with that. Let me put that Shakira. Do I want to fix? Do I want to fix this one today? No. I'll probably just fix that on my own. I don't have to tell you that we're gonna fix that. And we'll put this one on. Why won't we put this one on? Oh yeah, we get to try it with the other black necklace. So of course this is the right answer. I think this one is, I think the clasp is going in the opposite direction as my other ones. You have to be very careful with these, not crossing lines for these ones. It's really hard to, I gotta make sure that I put them together properly. And then when you make the one with the multiple chains, you have to make sure that you put it together properly. And I don't know if I think I had to shorten each individual chain to make this belt. But in the end, it pays off, even though it's 5 times as hard to make this belt than it is to make one of the ones where you're just taking off the ends. But this is a pretty awesome belt. I don't know. I don't have a favorite. I really like the 80s leather ones a lot too when I'm adding color. But this is a pretty glamorous belt. Probably will look better when you don't have the black pearl. Maybe the black diamonds look better on the underside too. I think that's what I did the last time. I don't know. Now I have to try, because I think it looks better when the chains are draping over the black beads. So that would mean making me put it the opposite way. Okay. All right. And maybe this isn't going to be any different at all. We will see. Here, we'll connect it there. Let it hang. Oh yeah, there we go. That's what I wanted to do, I think. I don't know. I have to play around with these and learn what's the best way. Anyway, that is really cool. You have to admit that looks awesome. And then let's try on these last necklaces. Even though you can't even see. I guess the subtleness, that's what class is. Subtle fashion. So let me put on, let's see if this black necklace is any different than the one that we had. Maybe it's a little thicker. No. The beads are adding so much dimension to it. So it's just like a thicker choker. Maybe that's, I mean, it's pretty nice as it is. Do we really want to change that? Am I going to put her head back on just for a second and see how it looks? No, it has to be bigger. I think I would like it if it was bigger. Am I going to make it really long? Am I going to make it twice as long? How am I going to... I can't even figure out... I never know how to tie elastic like that. I don't know how that's going to happen, but I'll have to figure it out. This is a good place to learn. Yeah, that needs to be longer. So that is a project coming up. I don't know if it's one that I'll do on camera. That's probably... I can show you in the future that... Oh my goodness, I just thought of something. What? I think it's too... Oh, yeah. Oh, maybe I have to mix it. Maybe I have to mix it with... Oh. I think we came up with a solution here. What's going to happen is we're going to take away some beads because I only want it to be slightly bigger. This is what's going to happen. All right, we just stumbled upon something fantastic. So we're going to make this smaller. We're going to add probably take 3 beads out of this one, and then we're going to add it to this one, and then we're going to have an awesome necklace, and we're going to have an awesome bracelet. Okay, that is a joyous discovery. Okay. And then what else do we have going on here? Let's see if the other ones fit. This golden pearl, just like the golden, that one actually fits really nicely. And then I have other pearl necklaces, probably, that hang lower. So this is good as a choker, and it's a little bit looser than the black one. And then we have the diamond one in gold. So just like the diamond one in silver, we have the diamond one in gold, which fits absolutely perfect as the diamond choker. It's so good. Incredible finds today. We really stumbled on some amazing things. You can always layer these things too, which is crazy. Look at that. Look how rich she is. She's so rich. Do I have a long... Oh, it's too bad these didn't come in gold. Maybe they did. I don't know. Maybe... Am I going to look more at... am I going to look at more of the jewelry at the... No, I have enough. We have way too much. Way too much. But now I have to make a jewelry display for all of these different things, all of these different necklaces and stuff. So that coming soon. We did spectacular today. I am not disappointed in any of this. All the shimmering and glamour. Millie looks so sophisticated in her 60th birthday. Is she 60? Is that what's going on here? Even with her Shakira belt, she still looks rich. All right, thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to tell me which necklace belt you like the most. And, oh yeah, let's put this on. Let's put her shrug on. And make sure you check out my shrug and belt videos, because nobody's watching them. And if you've watched this far, then there's a million other good ideas in the other videos. Until then, until next time, bye.